We're not waiting for opportunity, we create an opportunity. We're not waiting for opportunity, we create an opportunity. I want to remind you, just in case you forgot, just in case you're still waiting for it, just in case you're upset at someone, something, because you haven't got it yet, or because you're looking for it. I want to remind you that no one owes you shit. No one owes you. No one owes you anything. And you don't owe anybody nothing. Okay? And what I mean by this is this. You work hard for what you're doing. You work hard for your dreams. You work hard for your money. You work hard to take care of yourself. You work hard to make sure you're placed in a position that you want to be in. Or right now, you're actually working that hard to do it. And before you even get to that position, you're weighed heavy with all these other people who you believe you have to bring with you, or all these other people that you have to pay back, or all these other people that you need to make sure you take care of. I want to let you know that is bullshit. I want to let you know that you're slowing your progress, you're slowing your time, and you're making your load heavier than it needs to be. It's already a heavy load that you can handle, but you're adding to it as you're trying to take care of the day-to-day tasks and routines and things that's out of routine for you to get to the vision and to the place that you want to be, or the goals that you want to achieve. And during this time of you getting there, you're making it worse on yourself. It's taking you a longer time, not just because you don't know what you're doing. It's taking you a longer time because you have too much taking up your headspace, up your heart, up your emotions, causing too much stress. Leave them where they are, and you go where you have to go. Do what you have to do. Take this time for you to get where you're trying to get to. Don't worry about who you got to take, who you got to help. Forget all of that. Because when you get there, truth be told, they don't deserve to be there with you. They do not deserve to be there with you. If they're not walking with you, if they're not pushing your ideas, supporting your ideas, and when I say support, I don't mean be a yes man or a yes woman. I mean in the sense of bringing you information that can help you achieve your goal, or give you constructive criticism that can help you get you to where you need to be. If they're not doing these things, but they're around all the time, or they only come around and give you criticism and criticize, I should say, what you're doing, but you love them so much because they're a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a best friend, whoever, because they helped you at a time and period in your life, or a time and period in that structure, in that system of what you were trying to get done to get to your goal. That's what they were there for. If they helped you, that's it. That's where it ends. It's finished. You guys are good now. Keep it moving. If they have nothing constructive to say to you, leave them there. That's it. It's done. Keep it moving. It's your mother, your father, your brother. That's your family. Keep them there. That is your family. If people decide to step out of that box more than what they can do for you, or more than criticizing you, or more than just being a family, and they try to be a part of this in a constructive matter where they can give their parts to help you get along your way, those are people you want to take around with you. But don't allow yourself to allow bottlenecks because they're family, because they did this at one point in time, because this person said this and that to me. No, you have to be able to move accordingly. And if you keep on holding on to this, it's going to get harder and harder to move forward. You're going to be dragging. You're going to turn around like this, and that means you're looking back. You're not looking forward. You're going to be looking back, pulling, instead of looking forward. You don't want that, okay? You don't want that. You want to be looking forward, and you want to enjoy what you see in front of you, what you see around you. Okay? So also just know that you don't owe anybody nothing. When you get to where you get to, you don't got to come back here. You don't need to. You've already took care of that. You figured that out. It runs on autopilot. It's time to make maneuvers elsewhere. It's time to evolve yourself. It's time to grow yourself. Not stay in the same feeble mind and place that you were before. That's not the purpose of this goals that you're trying to get. That's not the purpose. What you're trying to do is elevate yourself, elevate your thoughts, your emotions, your body, your place. You're trying to elevate that. You can't elevate that staying behind where you once were, or staying with those people because you think you owe them something, or they make you feel like you owe them something, or you have to do it. No, we're not doing that, because we're trying to move forward. And if you want to move forward, then move forward with me. If not, ta-ta, right? Ta-ta. Keep it moving. We have no time to waste. Don't feel bad because you leveled up and nobody came with you. Don't feel bad that you don't feel like I have to give you something out of my pot when I worked so hard for this. And I went for my dreams and admirations. I had the sleepless nights. I had the late nights. I had the early mornings. I had the tired and drainful day, and I still pushed. And I didn't give up. It's nothing wrong when you did all that to keep it for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your bed. You making it, right? So you should lay in it. You bought it, right? You spread it in the morning, right? You wash the sheets. It's your bed. You paid the bill. The bill being all the stuff that you had to do to get to that point. So you should lay in it comfortably. And you don't have to share it if you don't want to. And it shouldn't be an obligation to share it. Because when it becomes an obligation, it becomes work. So if you feel obligated that you owe somebody, you're causing yourself more work than is needed. So please, stop that. You don't owe nobody shit. Okay? And on the other end, stop feeling somebody owes you something. No one owes you anything. You holding on to why this person didn't do this, why this person didn't do that. I did this for them, I did that for them. I wonder if you ever heard a saying. Give nothing away that you need. If you can't do without it, don't give it away. For example, if somebody asks you, let me borrow $5,000, right? If you got to borrow that $5,000 with a heavy mind and a heavy heart, do not give them that $5,000. I don't have it. If you can lend them that $5,000 and you don't got to worry about it, no thoughts in your mind, even if you don't get it back, don't worry about it. Because more than likely, that $5,000 is frees you from somebody for the rest of your life, because they're probably not going to show up again or ever ask you again for anything, right? Have your limitations of where your cap is, where like how much you're going to give, and you're like, yo, that's it. So don't feel anybody owes you nothing, because nobody's going to give you shit. You need to understand that. No one's giving you anything without something in return. You get nothing for nothing. You get something, and you still probably get nothing, but it's something you gave. So give something. That's why it's called give. Whatever you give, that's why the word is called give, right? When you give something, let it be that. Give it. Don't expect anything back. And this expectation shit has got people so flabbergasted in their life and have them so emotionally distraught where they can't move forward. Because now they think they did something wrong, or they think that person did something wrong, or the world is so catastrophic. No, stop expecting shit. You gave it, that's what it is. No one owes you nothing. Move along. The more we become more independent in that mindset, that no one owes me anything, the more we can move forward freely. Again, not being pulled back. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. You supposed to give me that. Now we go around talking about everybody and running our mouths and all this extra stuff because we feel something's owed to us. Nothing's owed to you, buddy. Nothing. If you give something, that's exactly what you do. If you don't have contracts for whatever you are going to allow a person to receive from you, and you want that back, so that's a loan, you need to have a contract. If that's your time, if that's money, if that's advice, whatever that be, you better put that there to them like, yo, listen, I done told you this information, yo, you better be able to make sure this thing flip right correctly for me. And still don't expect anything, right? Because how many contracts do people have that they can't collect on? There's so many uncollectible contracts out there. Why do you think you should collect on everything? And then you're gonna hop over that one. Adjust, move along. Adjust, move along. Adjust, move along. So don't feel anybody owes you shit. Okay? If you're gonna give, do that. Give. And keep it moving. And again, don't feel you owe anybody anything. You got the information you need, you did what you had to do, now move along. You don't gotta go back there and retract your steps because of that and go through, well, this person did this person did that, or they're saying this. Who cares? Who cares? Because if they were really moving along and that wasn't, and they were supposed to be a part of this at the end, they would be standing there with you at the end. Whatever part they served, that's the part they served. You did your part, that's it, you keep it moving. Right? The criticism, we're not hearing that. Me coming back to come give my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my auntie, my whoever, my friends around the way, no. We're not doing that. Because you took the time and effort to make yourself who you are. And you owe no one for that. You want to move to a whole new neighborhood? Go and move. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Why? Because you feel that you don't know familiar faces? Well, make familiar faces. You should have a mixture of people you grew up with and new people around you in order for you to elevate. We're not trying to stay stuck in the same place. We're not trying to stay being that same person or be perceived as that. We're trying to grow up out of this. I'm telling you. That's a problem with some people. That's why some people can't maneuver better because of that. They can't grow up. They can't grow. So you can't go up, right? Because the trees grow what? Up. So if you can't grow, you're not going up. You owe nobody and nobody owes you. You got you, let's keep it going. You owe nobody and nobody owes you. Let's keep it going, all right? We're not waiting for opportunity, we create an opportunity. We're not waiting for opportunity, we create an opportunity.